Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this particular video, I'm going to demonstrate you a complete machine learning web application that I have built using Streamlit. So in this particular module, I'm going to show you a fully productionized machine learning web app, which we are going to use for getting accurate salary predictions. Now, quickly, to let us quickly dive in. But before that, I want to show you that this is the GitHub link of the project. If you click on this, you'll be redirected to the website where I have actually hosted this project. Okay, and you can just see that in this project we built a fully productionized machine learning web application for salary prediction based on various parameters, based on a lot of features which I'm going to show you now. And the main idea is to predict, you know, to determine whether a person makes over 50K a year. Uh, this is actually the real website from which I took the data, okay, and this is where these are the attributes we'll be using, okay, various attributes, and this is our final target class, okay, which are going to predict. Let's go and dive into it, and so you can see that this is the GitHub account, and this is my LinkedIn ID. If you want to see some of my projects, you can go to this. Even you can check out my LinkedIn. So let's quickly dive into the project and see what are the various features this app provides us. So it takes some time to load. So let's go now. Now this is the about page of the app, okay, and now we can choose an activity from various activities given to us. So first is the exploratory data analysis, then we have the prediction part where we're going to do all the predictions based on all the features. Then once I show you the data set, we can find certain country specific information. Then we can have certain metric, and this is the about page which I'm showing you now. So let's go to the exploratory data analysis part. So we're using Streamlit to do all of this above procedures. So first, in this ADA section, let's get some quick facts about data. And you can actually find the actual Jupyter notebook in this particular link, okay? Where you can go in the main part and you can see the link and the app.py file, which is the main most important file in this particular project. Here you can find the app.py file, and you can download it for your own use, and with little modifications you can really apply this to a lot of projects. Next is, so let's go and try to preview the data set. So this would actually give us an idea about what is the data we are going through now. So let's see, in this number to show, let's go and type maybe 50, and that will show us 50 rows. Okay, for the timing you can ignore this 0.00, that can be settled very easily. That's not a big problem. But if you see, when I typed 50 here, then we started with the index 0 and we are now having till 49. Okay, so we are actually displaying 50 rows. These are all the columns which you are going to use, and these all columns, if you want to get an idea about what actually each of them really, what is the meaning of each of the columns, you can actually go and see here. Okay, and so let's go and see what are the column names, and if you type here and if you just click here, you will get all the column names we are going to use. So basically there are 16 features, 15 are used for predicting, and the target class is the class feature. So let's get a description of the data set. Okay, that would actually tell us the maximum, the minimum value. Okay, and this is very important for us, which I'll tell you why. uh, Even for the, of course it is important for the machine learning part, but then at least even for building the app this is important. Keep in mind, at the moment I've not normalized this, the data set, not I've not scaled it, but in the actual prediction part I'm using the scaled part, scaled data. This is just for the demo, so I have just used this. And if you see, you can get an idea about what is the minimum value, okay, and what is the maximum value. Okay, for example, if you see, let's go to the age part. Okay, and if you see age, the minimum value is 17, the maximum is 90. Okay, similarly if you go to education, this is where we have decoded the variables. But if you see, 0 in education will actually stand for if you go to the lowest grade, okay, in this, and that's if you can just find out which is the lowest grade, that would stand for 0. Here it is not in an ordered way, but in our case we have ordered it. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the shape of the data set. That would give an idea about the number of rows and columns. And if you just click on it, we have 32,561 rows and 16 columns. And then this is the dimension of the data set. You can click on row, it will give you the number of rows, and if you click on columns, it will give you the number of columns. Now let's go. If you want to see some specific columns, you can actually just click on this, and it would show you, it would give you a slider option where you can select whichever you want. So let's go and select, uh, if you select, suppose the race, okay, then it would show you what are the race columns. Now in this case, keep in mind, we have actually converted it into one hot. We have done the one hot on coding and converted the categorical variables into numerical variables. But actually, if you go to the real data set, you can find a lot of details here. But no, so regarding the race, okay. But then don't worry too much, because actually I have in the prediction aspect, when you're doing the actual prediction, there itself actually you can see what corresponds to what. Okay, so I'm going to display the JSON version of the data we are going to select it, and then it will be shown to you. So let's quickly see on the rows. If you want to select, if you want to see particular rows, so you can just choose an option. Now in this case, I'm just going from 0 to 9, because 32,000 rows, if you want to display it, really takes a lot of time. Just for demonstration purpose, I've taken, suppose, row number 6, then you can see the data appearing here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So let's go to see the value count. Now this should give us an information whether the data is balanced or imbalanced. And if you see, yeah, the data is not balanced here actually, and so that's what we have to take this insight from this particular graph. Then we can get a correlation plot. In this case, I've used both matplotlib and seaborn for the visualization, but I would prefer to actually go with seaborn, and because it gives a very beautiful representation. And if you see, it will take some time. Let's wait. Yeah, we got it now. So you see, this is how the correlation among all the variables it is given here. Okay. So this is actually regarding the exploratory data analysis part. So let's go to the prediction part. So now this is where all the beautiful things happening. So let's go. So now if you see, the range age is from 17 to 90. Now this is how I came to know the range is, because if you go to the data, let's go to the EDA part, and if you go to the description of the data, here you can see the minimum age is 17 and the maximum age is 90. Okay, so based on that I have selected the ranges for all the features. So let's go to the prediction, and you can see the age to be selected. Let us take some, like maybe 50 years. uh, Let us select the work class. Again, what is the work class is, you can see all private, self-employed, all this federal government, local government, all this which is given in the official website. So let's go to state government. Let us select this particular parameter as it is, some education. Now this is, let us take, we can say, maybe let us take the doctorate, and let us see, select the education, the level maybe as high, maybe 16. And the marital status, let us select it as, suppose, never married. Okay, then what about the occupation? Let us take to sales, and then select relative or relationship, we can see maybe husband. Then select race, let us take maybe white. Okay, then sex, maybe male, let us take. And now regarding this capital gain, capital loss, okay, again you can want, if you want to see, it's a continuous variable here, capital gain, and capital loss is also a continuous variable. So we can do one thing. We can, now you can't simply enter any random data. See, if you keep on entering and if you press enter, it shows the value must be less than equal to this. So because this we get from this description itself. So let us take 2000 as capital gain, and maybe loss some 100. Let us take hours per week is the working hours per week. Let us take maybe 65, and then let us take the native country as Canada. Okay, let us keep it as it is. Then this is what we have been selected, and this is very beautiful because it actually tells us what we have selected, and then the encoding version of this is particularly this. Now once we go that, we can see the prettified JSON version, uh, all particular thing, and then we can see the vectorized representation, the numerical representation of this. Okay, and let's go and make predictions. So we are using three machine learning models. One is the logistic regression, then the random forest, and the naive Bayes classifier for making the predictions. We can go one by one. So let's take the first logistic regression and let us predict. In this case, yeah, the salary is greater than 50K. What about random forest? If we do, let us wait. Yeah, even this is also showing greater than 50K. Then what about the naive Bayes classifier? Okay, naive Bayes classifier shows this is less than equal to 50K. Okay, once we done that, let's go to the country specific information, and this is where for each of the country, if you take Canada, what are the classes we are predicting. Okay, uh, and this can be shown to you. For example, if you want to take some other country, let us take Portugal, and then based on the data you have, okay, based on the data you have, these are the predictions you have. So these are country specific information. If you just wanted to filter it out, you can see this. And then if you want to select some options, if you want to plot some options, okay, you can just do it, and it will take some okay, this is a wait, but then for the particular country, and you can see the distributions and all by using the plot options, but it will take some time because the app is a bit, it takes some time to load. Okay, this app, so I will not go this at the moment, but yeah, you can see a lot of plots even here. Now, this is very important, the real-time monitoring of what you have done. Now, in this case, we have already entered, uh, so if you go to this side, see, we have used the logistic regression, the random forest, and the naive classifier, and we have got these predictions. Just we have got this, right? This was the one which I did before. Now this things is nothing but we are really monitoring what is we have done so far. And actually I have to add one more particular column regarding the time and the date. Okay, that is where actually that will be more appropriate when we are doing real-time monitoring of this particular app. Then that's all about this, and then we have the final about page. I hope you like it, guys. Still a lot of work has to be done on this, and I'm doing presently, and this is just a demonstration of the simple app which I built. This is the beauty of Streamlit. Okay, it is very friendly if you are quite comfortable with Python. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice day.